Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brave Kids Art Club. My name is Brad, and today I'm so excited that you guys showed up because we're going to be doing a very special episode where... Wait, what? It's my backpack? Why am I wearing a backpack? Because that's what I was trying to tell you. We are going on a field trip. That's the special episode. Our field trip episodes. These are some of my favorites because I get to introduce you to some of my really good, really talented artist friends. And today is no exception. We're gonna go visit my good friend, Emily Balsley. She's an illustrator who lives in Madison, Wisconsin, and I can describe her the same way I can describe her work. Colorful, fun, and just super happy. You're really gonna love her work. She's done big paintings on walls. She's done children's books. She's done illustrations in magazines. She's done patterns, all sorts of really fun stuff, but she also really likes to draw animals. So she's gonna show us today how to draw her favorite animal, and I'm so excited. All right, are you guys ready to meet Emily? Awesome, okay, let me introduce you to her. Hey, Emily.
Hi, Brad. Thanks for having me. My name is Emily Balsley, and I am an illustrator living in Madison, Wisconsin. Welcome to my studio. I wanted to show you some of the cool things that I get to do for my job. So, first up, I get to draw pictures for books. This is one book that I did called Spark. I got to do all of the drawings and some of the lettering for this book. It's a really fun book about creativity for kids and what that means for you. A couple more books that I've done. Monster Human Other and Capybara Conspiracy. I did the covers for these two books. They're both chapter books. I do art for magazines. So here's American Girl magazine. This is the hand lettering issue. So I taught people how to draw lettering. And this is High Five magazine, where I got to do a really fun kind of find the difference in these Halloween pictures. I do art for some music albums. This one's called Under the Big Umbrella. I do art for puzzles and card games. This is a charades game. So lots of fun characters and stuff like that. And most recently I've been doing a lot of murals, which are big drawings that are up on walls. Super fun to see my art at such a big scale. So without further ado, we're gonna draw today. I decided that I wanted to teach you how to draw a sloth. Why a sloth? Because they're actually my favorite animal and they have been for a very long time. In fact, this is my stuffed sloth named Kirby. Kirby lives on my bed every day and every night. I've had Kirby since I was in middle school, so Kirby's super special to me. So I thought it'd be fun to draw him. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started drawing our sloth. Today you're going to need a sheet of paper or a sketchbook, a pencil, a black marker, and something else to color with. I chose markers, but you could use colored pencils, you could use crayons, paints, whatever you have on hand. So let's put this off to the side. I'm going to start with pencil. I always like to start with pencil first, just because I like to lightly sketch it in and then go over with the black to bolden it up. All right, to start, we're going to draw our sloth hanging on a tree branch. So we're going to start with the tree branch and we're going to draw 2 lines straight across the top section of our paper. These lines are parallel, which means that they run side by side. You could add some branches if you want, but for now, let's just start with the main branch and we can always add the details later. All right. Since this sloth is going to be hanging, the sloth is going to be almost a U shape hanging from this branch. So we're going to start with the left and we're going to draw a big U that almost goes back up, but not quite. At that point where you stopped, we're going to add a big oval that's going to represent the sloth's head. So right here on the right edge of your line, you're going to draw a big oval shape. Ooh, not the prettiest oval, that's okay. And it looks like I went a little bit too far here, but again, this is why we're using our pencil, because we can always erase that. Okay, so we have our big U shape, an oval on the end of it, and we're going to go back and we're going to complete this leg. So we're going to do another curved line starting slightly to the right of our first, and we're going to curve it down and connect it under that oval. Curve it, bring it right back up. Okay, it's kind of our main body and one leg of the sloth. Let's add some more legs. All right, we're going to do another leg back here, and then we're going to do 2 in the front. So for this leg, the other rear leg, we're going to draw another curved line, almost the same curve as the first one, but a little bit more up and down, a little more vertical. Okay, we're going to draw, well, actually, can't forget the belly. So we're going to draw a little curved line here that represents the belly of our sloth. This is his back, and then his belly's here. At that point where the belly meets the head, we're going to draw another curved line and another. That's going to be one of the sloth's front legs. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. We need one more leg. The other front leg is actually going to be dangling off of this sloth. So at this point where the head meets the back, we're going to draw a long, straight diagonal line down towards the center a bit. We're going to draw another line, another straight line that meets up. We're going to start it up a bit from our first curved line and then connect those 2 points at the bottom. That's kind of the wrist, I guess, maybe the hand. Okay, we have 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. I'm going to erase this line because that leg is actually in front of his body. Okay, let's add some toes because this is a 3-toed sloth. For this rear leg, we don't actually see the toes because they curl over the branch and behind this leg. So because this leg goes over the branch, we actually can erase that branch line and curve it over. This other rear leg, though, goes behind the branch, so it stops when it hits the branch line, but then you're going to see it peek over the top, and then the toes are going to curl over. So to draw the toes, I'm going to do 3 small diagonal lines side by side. 1, 2, 3. The third is actually a little bit shorter because it goes behind that front leg. And then we're going to connect these points. So the bottom point up to the top, bottom point up to the top. And again, we don't have to do that last one because the toes are behind. All right, 1, 2, 3 toes. Let's draw the toes on this front leg. But first, we have to draw, excuse me, it coming over the top. I'm actually going to start with the middle toe just to make sure it's nice and centered, and then I'm going to do 1 on either side of it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, last but not least, this bottom. Again, start with that middle toe and add 1 on either side. So like tall V's. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all of our toes are accounted for. Let's move on. For the head, we're actually going to draw a second oval, which is slightly smaller than the first. This is going to be more of the face of the sloth. And I'm going to go back in and I'm going to erase this bottom line because sloths don't really have much of a neck. The body just kind of runs into it. So, all right, up to the face, we're going to draw the nose. I love how sloth's face are kind of all squished together. So we have a big nose right in the middle. We're going to draw 2 smaller eyes on either side. That sweet smile that the sloths always have. And then on 3-toed sloths, they actually have a darker section of fur that goes around their eyes. So we're going to draw 2 curved lines, pretty sharp curve, that go around that eye and back. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And we're going to erase those lines that it overlaps. Okay, there's our main sloth. So at this point, we can add some details. I'm going to add some fur because, well, sloths have a lot of fur. They have pretty long, shaggy fur that's often covered with algae, but I'm just going to represent it by doing these quick little dashed lines. All right, we can also add some leaves or some more branches to our main limb. I'm just going to draw some leaves for now. Keep them simple. Maybe we'll do 2 here and a couple up here. All right, I'm liking where this is going. Okay, we're going to go back in with the black and we're going to darken everything up. Now at this point, since we have those pencil lines drawn in, you don't necessarily have to go in the same order that you drew it the first time because you know where everything is already. All right, let's draw that big curve. I kind of use my whole arm for this curve. And of course, I'm missing that pencil line, but that's okay because you can go back in and erase it. That's what's nice about doing it this way. See how I'm sliding my whole hand? I kind of keep my hand rigid and just slide it along my table. All right, big curve. Connect it, okay? Let's get those toes in there. I can't believe I almost forgot the belly before. Top of that hand. Are they hands? Are they feet? Not sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to draw these first because they actually go over that oval. And then get the rest of the face in there. I'm going to color in the nose right away because it's black. And then for the eyes, I personally like to put a little bit of a reflection in the eyes. So I draw the main circle first, draw a tiny little circle up in the corner for the reflection, and then color in the rest. Okay, let's do some of that fur. Again, I'm not actually hitting most of my pencil lines because I'm going to go back and erase them. But you can do a much better job. All right, can't forget those leaves. And again, you can add more details. You can maybe add some butterflies or some insects. Maybe you can do a little bit of research and see what kind of bugs live in Central and South America where the sloths live, and give him some friends. But yeah, that is it. There's our sloth. At this point, like I said, you can go back in and you can erase some of those pencil lines that I missed earlier. There we go. All right, I would color it now. So again, I was using markers. I have 3 shades of brown, a light, a medium, and a dark. The light was for the face. The dark is for kind of the back, legs, the belly, the branch, and the medium was for the main body of the sloth. And then the green, of course, is for the leaves. So here is a drawing that I did a little bit earlier with these 4 colors. I made my sloth look pretty accurate to what a 3-toed sloth actually looks like. But of course, you can express yourself in any way you want and color it purple, color it orange, maybe put some polka dots on it, have fun with it. But yeah, most importantly, just have fun with your drawing. I can't wait to see what you draw.
Yay! I had a blast today. Thank you so much for drawing a sloth with me. I had so much fun. Remember, always be brave, be creative, and most importantly, be you. Bye, Brad.
Bye, Emily. Thank you so much. Oh my, wasn't that so much fun? Oh man, I love going on field trips, but I feel really lucky that I have some really talented artist friends. that are super nice. And that was really nice of her to show us her studio and some of the work that she's done and to show us how to draw a sloth. That was so much fun. How did your sloth turn out? Awesome. Well, I'm sure, I always love to see what you make, but I'm sure she would really appreciate seeing your sloth. So if you want to share it with us, just have your parents take a picture of your artwork and email it to us directly, or they can go on our Instagram account and tag us at Brave Kids Art Club. And that way we'll get to see it, Emily will get to see it, and we get to thank her for doing such a great job today. That was so nice of her, and I'm so glad that you guys were able to stick around and do this. And if you want to take a look at more work by Emily Balsley, all that information is in the description below. There's links and you can go check it out. Well, thank you guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.